champions. Number 4, Layla Warren. Number 5, Darian Walkins. Number 14, Brittany Linton. And number 21, Lillian Sumter. Lady Eagles are coached by Reggie Jones, assisted by Marilyn Wade. And now, the starting lineup for your Hilton Highland Lady Seahawks. At guard, freshman number 10, Mackenzie Ryan. At forward, sophomore number 15, Kristen Field. At guard, junior number 14, co-captain Miley Ray. At guard, senior co-captain number 1, Trinity Butler. And at forward, senior number 21, co-captain Aaron Kramer. Seahawks are coached by Sean Rochester and assisted by Rich Kiefner.
From the campus of Hilton Head High School, The Nest, here at Hilton Head High School, it's WHHI's High School Basketball Series as part of the Ladies' Game of the Week. I'm Marcus Walsh, joined with Gustavo Ratia and Jeremy Pope here on this evening in this 4A Region 7 matchup between these two fine schools as we are about to tip it off, and the tip will be up in the air, picked up by the Beaufort Eagles. They will go from right to left on your television screen, as with it for the Eagles is number 4, Layla Warren, as there's a pass inside, and it's a turnover, and it's going to the way of the home team, the Hilton Head Lady Seahawks. They are in the white and Carolina blue, and they will take it in on the inbound pass. Good defense by Beaufort, as Hilton Head's having a tough time getting it across the floor. They throw it down this way, out of bounds, and we've got 2 turnovers in just 21 seconds of play, 7:39 to play in the opening stanza. Layla Warren with the basketball. She's one of the starters for Beaufort. I'll get you the starting lineups when I have a moment. It is Darian Watkins kicking it around. Warren and Watkins working at 1 and 2. That pass went through the legs of Warren. It'll go out of bounds. The starting 5 for Beaufort look like this, with Essence champion Layla Warren, Darian Watkins, Brittany Linton, and Lillian Sumner. Head coach for Beaufort is Reggie Jones Sr. Here's the Hilton Head Seahawks on a drive inside. Couldn't get that to go from number 21, from number 21 for Hilton Head, as we've got a whistle down low. Number 21 is Caroline Brammer. And we had a whistle down low with 7:05 remaining in the quarter. Foul on number 4, Layla Warren, her first foul. And the first foul of the ball game. Starting 5 for Hilton Head, Trinity Feltner. It is Mackenzie Ryan, Miley Ray, Kristen Fielding, and the final starter is Caroline Brammer. Aforementioned her just a moment ago, as with the basketball now trying to drive it inside on the left are the Seahawks. That 3 comes up short. Rebound and put back goes for number 15 for the Lady Seahawks. That's Kristen Fielding. And our first points of the game, 2-0, with 6:40 remaining in the quarter. Again, this is 4A Region 7 basketball. Beaufort in the forest green and white. Taking it near the top of the key, it is number 4, Layla Warren. Nice pick by number 14, Brittany Linton, as Warren gets to the outside, kicks it over to Watkins, and Watkins gets nothing but the bottom of the strings right there. And that ties the ball game up at 2. Hilton Head with the basketball now, taking it across the floor. And nice pass into number 1. That is Trinity Feltner. We've got a whistle as Feltner had the basketball. 6:02 remaining in the first quarter. And Feltner will now pass it out to number 14, Miley Ray. The foul on Linton, her first. Second now for the Beaufort Eagles. And Hilton Head basketball tied at 2. 5:58 to go. There's a three-pointer hard off the outside of the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds. So a couple of fouls so far for the visitors of Beaufort, but still a tight one as that three goes off the mark from Feltner. There's another foul down low on number 3, Essence Champion. And Feltner will inbound it, kick it over to number 14, Miley Ray. There's Feltner again, taking a jumper off the mark. Ray with the rebound, puts it up, won't get it to go, get her own board. And a couple of tough plays down low, as there's a lot of physicality in the early portion of this one. 5:35 remaining in the first quarter. Beaufort basketball. Again, just the 2 fouls so far in this one, as number 4, Layla Warren, will take it across the floor slowly, try to reset the offense. Warren with a little bit of space. She's going to work it now towards the middle of the key, kick it out to Essence Champion. Essence will kick it over to Layla Warren again, who's going to try to drive. Feltner playing great defense on Warren. Warren trying to put it up. She won't get it to go. Second opportunity and a third, as number 14, Brittany Linton, was there to try to put it up for Beaufort. She didn't get it to go either time, and will head to the free throw line. Caroline Brammer with the foul, her first. And the first for Hilton Head. And Brittany Linton had a great game against these Hilton Head Seahawks in the game that we covered a year ago. We'll get to see Beaufort twice this week, as we'll see them next against Bluffton. 5:07 remaining in the quarter. 3-2 ball game as Linton got the first to go. She dribbles several times, sets and delivers, and that one went off the back of the iron. Tipped up and rebounded by Beaufort. They're going to get it back. Oh, my goodness! What a put up and in for Brittany Linton. Off glass as she was heading back to the floor on her backside. What a play by Linton. As we've got some commotion just beyond the three-point line on the far side of the floor. What a play by Brittany Linton just moments ago. 4:52 remaining in the first quarter in a 5-2 ball game. Hilton Head with a chance to tie here midway through the first, just about. 4:42 to play now, as driving was Feltner, and she turns the ball over. And it's going back the other way to the Eagles. Driving is number 4, Layla Warren. Warren gonna methodically move across the floor. Feltner is on her, trying to tighten up the gap a little bit. Warren will get it to go. That's a friendly roll for number 4, Layla Warren. She's a point guard and shooting guard. 5'6" sophomore. Nice pass inside to Brammer. Brammer's gonna kick it out to Feltner. Feltner's been touching the ball a lot lately. That's a big key for her in this one. Foul on Layla Warren, her second. Fourth for the Beaufort Eagles. And to inbound for the Hilton Head Lady Seahawks, it'll be Miley Ray. Miley Ray's got it. She kicks it over to number 10, Mackenzie Ryan. Ryan kicks it outside to number 15, Kristen Fielding. And now they're continuing to rotate the basketball. That shot's going to go off the side of the backboard from Miley Ray. And here goes Beaufort across fast and a little bit out of sync with that pass, as it's going to go out of bounds. 3:49 remaining in the first quarter.
Substitution for Beaufort, Scoia Smalls in the ball game.
And Beaufort will have a substitution, as Sequoia Smalls will check in. Here on a drive was number 14, Ray, and that won't go, but it looked like there was some contact down low with 3:38 remaining in the opening quarter. 5 fouls for Beaufort, just 1 for Hilton Head to this point. Sumner with the foul there, and Ray at the free throw line. Her first one. Nothing but nylon. Miley Ray gonna try her second here momentarily. And it rims around and bounces back to the hardwood. Beaufort with the basketball. 3:35 actually remaining. On a drive for Beaufort is Essence Champion, and hitting the deck hard was number 15, Kristen Fielding for Hilton Head. And Hilton Head will indeed have the basketball. It's the high school basketball game of the week here on WHHI Sports. Marcus Walsh, Jeremy Pope, Gustavo Ratia with you here from the nest as there's a whistle and a foul on number 3, Essence Champion, I do believe. Yes, and it is on Trinity Feltner. 6th foul for Beaufort so far. Big key for them. They're going to want to minimize those as they do have a 7-3 lead, but the 6 fouls here in the first quarter alone, they're going to want to cut those down. There's a 3 from the outside, in and out. Rimmed around the strings, the rebound will go to Beaufort. They're going to work it fast. Across the floor, it's Watkins. Kicking it over to Essence Champion. Champion standing at the top of the key all alone. Good defense being played by Sean Rochester's Hilton Head Seahawks. Rochester, a native of Tiffin, Ohio. Ball loose and picked up by number 3, Essence Champion. She kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins will break it down near the top of the key. Trying to drive on the inside. She's going to put up a shot. Oh, my goodness. The glass was real handy there as that one off the top of the glass and in. Nothing but the strings. And it's 9-3. Here with 2:26 remaining. We've got another whistle down on this near side with 2:25 remaining now. Another foul, and it's Brittany Linton with the foul. Her second, team 7th so far. And China Fields will come in for the Seahawks. And at the free throw line, it's Trinity Feltner. First one, up and in. 9-4. Trinity Feltner gonna try the second. And she got it. It's a 9-5 ball game with 2:25 remaining in the quarter. Inbounding it for Beaufort is number 31, Sequoia Smalls. And it's Smalls with the basketball back. She's going to try to find somebody. She will find Essence Champion. Top of the key, trying to drive. Great offense, really giving Essence Champion some room to work. Long pass inside, and it's corralled and then turned over as it was back-to-back 14 action. That means Linton got it stolen away on the other side from number 14, Miley Ray. And a whistle down here at this end. 1:51 remaining in the first quarter. Beaufort with the ball. Despite the foul disparity, Beaufort doing a really nice job with a 9-5 lead to this point. Here's Smalls, an outside jumper won't go, and the rebound to Feltner. She's been a huge key so far in this one. Feltner will kick it over, and it is a shot off the outside. That was Mackenzie Ryan touching the basketball last for Hilton Head. Here goes Watkins, kicking it over to Smalls. Smalls is going to drive. That's what she does well. That's going to go off the rim. Smalls gets it back, tries to make a play with it, but heads out of bounds. 1 minute, 17 seconds left in this first quarter. And number 15 into the ball game for Beaufort. I believe that's another Warren in for Beaufort. That shot will go as Miley Ray gets it to go, and it's just a 2-point game at 9-7. Here's number 5, Darian Watkins, and a whistle with 56 seconds remaining. Miley Ray commits her first foul, just the second for Hilton Head. Despite the 2-point deficit, they're really doing a nice job limiting the fouls. Talked with Coach Jones earlier today. He said Miley Ray really needs to be guarded. 50-50 balls are a key for Beaufort. They're doing a nice job to this point with those. I thought that ball went out of bounds. It did not. Loose ball picked up after a missed shot. And we've got 39 seconds remaining in the quarter. And inbounding it for Hilton Head is number 15, Kristen Fielding. Fielding kicks it over. It's Miley Ray. Back to the outside, working it back in. Fielding, leaner no, and the rebound goes to Beaufort. And Beaufort with the basketball now as Essence Champion touches it. She goes across the floor from right to left on your television screen. She gives it up to Darian Watkins. Watkins kicks it over to number 31, Sequoia Smalls. Champion, Watkins, and Smalls. Those three really touching the basketball a lot. Here, final seconds of the quarter. 2 left, 1 left, 3 ball. Too high and not gonna go. It's 9-7 at the end of 1, a very fast-paced first quarter here on the WHHI Girls Game of the Week. Second quarter action next on WHHI Sports.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
We get ready to start the second quarter here in the Girls Game of the Week, the WHHI Basketball Series 2019. Just have 2 more matchups, this being the 4th, the penultimate matchup, if you will. One of my favorite words in the English language, penultimate. As on a drive was number 4, Layla Warren. Point guard, shooting guard, 5'6". And the foul is on Feltner, her first, just the 3rd for Hilton Head. Again, the 3rd foul for Hilton Head. And they're really doing a nice job of not committing too many. As Hilton Head will try a pass again on the inside. As taking it across now is number 1, Trinity Feltner. Kicks it over, and she's got it back. Pass inside to number 22, China Fields. And there was some more contact on Feltner. 7:22 remaining. Essence Champion with the foul. Her 3rd foul already, and the 8th for Beaufort.
Number 1, Trinity Feltner.
Trinity Feltner will shoot 1 and 1 here. First one does not go, so she will not get the second. Ball out of bounds. It was tight of who touched it. The battle there was between number 14, Miley Ray of Hilton Head, and number 21, Lillian Sumner of Beaufort, and it's out on Hilton Head. Beaufort's gonna push it. Here's number 4, Layla Warren. She's gonna throw it up and got it. Nothing but the strings as she tried a little hook there. And it's 11-7 with 7:08 remaining in the ball game. In the first half of the ball game, rather. As that pass goes out of bounds. 7:03 remaining, first half. Beaufort with the basketball. It is Warren on a drive. No. Whistle with 6:42 remaining and a foul again. This time on Caroline Brammer, her second. Just the fourth for Hilton Head right now in this first half. They have 4 and Beaufort has 8. Beaufort with the 11-7 lead despite those fouls. As there's a jumper from Smalls way outside and way too high. It's going to go out of bounds and back to number 14 for Hilton Head to inbound it. Miley Ray will inbound. She gives it over to Trinity Feltner. Feltner kicks it over to Mackenzie Ryan. And on a drive to the outside now, working it back in and tiptoeing near that baseline was number 14, Miley Ray. And another foul. Lillian Sumner commits this one, her second. And it is Miley Ray at the free throw line shooting 2. First one goes to make it a 3-point deficit at 11-8. That second one won't go. It's a 3-point game at 11-8. 6:24 remaining. Here's Warren. She's going to wheel it back out near the top of the key. Working on her is number 1, Trinity Feltner, but Feltner giving her a little bit of space on the hardwood. Warren will try to wheel it around right, maybe look for Smalls to put a little pick and roll action inside. Not going to happen. It's going to be Warren all the way. Nice pass inside as she was off balance. That shot not going to go. It was attempted by number 15 for Beaufort. That's Warren. And here goes Hilton Head again. Runner, that's not going to fall. Rebound goes to Beaufort. As Sumner will kick it over. Back to number 4, Layla Warren. Layla Warren, Darian Watkins doing a nice job on this Beaufort team offensively. Warren trying to drive from outside in on the right side and lays it up and in. Whistle with 5:20 remaining, and we have a timeout, our first of this one. Timeout for the Seahawks with 5:20 to play here in the opening half.
One part of the comfort we find in our homes is peace of mind.
That's right, Dad.
And knowing that things are being taken care of. And yet, most people wait until they have a breakdown to call a heating and air conditioning company. We have a different idea. With the Superior Heating and Air membership, you got us on your side to keep things from going wrong. The Superior membership includes all of your maintenance visits as well as any repairs you may need throughout the year. Our clients feel it even pays for itself. Call us anytime, as we never close.
Hilton Head continues to trail, but they're doing a nice job only committing 4 fouls. They're going to have to try to get some shots to go down, though, as Ray on a drive tried to put it up. She got it. Miley Ray got that for 2 deep inside the paint, and it's down to a 13-10 ball game. On a drive was Layla Warren. She gets fouled inside as she tried to put that one up, and she will go to the free throw line. Trinity Feltner with her second foul, and the 4th for the Seahawks, and Layla Warren puts the first one up, rattles around, doesn't go. 5th foul. Now they put it on the scoreboard. 5th foul for Hilton Head as Brittany Linton returns for the Beaufort Eagles. That one won't go. And the rebound to the Seahawks as it's loose and then corralled again for the Seahawks. They're going to continue to work it on the outside. Ryan touching it, giving it up to Feltner. Feltner will get it back and fouled underneath. Shot won't count. 4:42 remaining in the half. Reminder, the Mike Rickenbach Chevrolet halftime report will be coming up. I'll give you my first half impressions. That's all coming up on the Mike Rickenbach Chevrolet halftime report. Nice drive inside, and the pass will be deep into the paint. It's going to be Hilton Head basketball as Beaufort stepped on the baseline. That pass might have been a little bit too far inside. 4:27 remaining here in the opening half of play. 13-10. Beaufort with the lead, but Hilton Head playing strong and staying right in this thing. Nice pass inside as Feltner going to try to put it up. That's going to be short. And the rebound goes to Sumner for the Beaufort Eagles. She kicks it over to Warren. Layla Warren on a drive. Ryan trying to stop her. There's a three from the outside. Nothing but the bottom of the strings. It's a three-point play courtesy of Georgia Southern by Darian Watkins. Check that, Layla Warren knocked it down. And it's 16-10. So Warren with another three. There's a drive inside. That shot won't go for Hilton Head. And it's a 6-point lead for Beaufort. Warren is going to wheel it back outside. Nice to have our first Georgia Southern three-point play of the ball game. Warren going to drive, kick it out. It's Watkins again. Got it! Nothing but the strings for Darian Watkins. 19-10. 3:21 to go. Another timeout for Hilton Head.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas.
Some key matchups. Kenzie Ryan and Trinity Feltner versus Darian Watkins. Watkins has had a great start. Fielding and Brammer against Brittany Linton. Brittany Linton's done a nice job so far. And all about balance. So far, a little bit of a better edge for Beaufort. That's their lead at 19-12, but Trinity Feltner just put it up and in. On a drive is Watkins. That won't go. Rebound on the other side by number 14. That's Mackenzie, I take that back. That's Miley Ray, number 14. Whistle down low here with 2:55 remaining to reset. 9 fouls for Beaufort to this point. 5 fouls for the home team, the Hilton Head Seahawks. On a drive is Layla Warren. Warren with a pass inside, and that's going to get deflected out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have a game between 8 to 13-year-olds here. So you will see some footage of that during the Mike Rickenbach Chevrolet halftime report. Pass inside, and a shot attempt won't go, but a whistle down low with 2:33 remaining in the quarter.
Number 14, Brittany Linton, number 13, 10. Hanging the line to shoot 2.
10th foul, this one on Brittany Linton, and the third on her. Hilton Head just got back from Orlando. They played in a tournament there recently. Nice to get back from Orlando and back to Hilton Head, but Orlando's pretty nice in that regard as well. .233 remaining. 19-12 your score. That shot doesn't go from the free throw line, as it was Mackenzie Ryan there trying to take him. 2:25 remaining in the first half. Here is number 4, Layla Warren. Warren is going to slow things down dramatically. Ryan working on her defensively. There's a bump, but no foul called. Ryan trying to put some pressure on. There's an outside shot. That's going to fall short. It will hit the strings, but it falls short. It goes out of bounds. 2:05 remaining in the second quarter. Here on the WHHI Girls Game of the Week. Marcus Walsh, Jeremy Pope, Gustavo Ratia with you. Here from the Nest, home of the Hilton Head Seahawks. They're working perimeter game. Feltner looked to have had a little contact. And it's going to go to the Beaufort Eagles, who have the 7-point lead. The really obscure stat, they've got the 7-point lead at 19-12 with under 2 minutes to go. But they have 10 fouls in this first half compared to just the 5 by Hilton Head. So that's a little bit of an obscure stat. They've got the lead by 7 nonetheless. A couple of three-pointers have gone in, and they've just kind of dominated on their offensive side with the pace. Beaufort calls a timeout with 1:35 remaining.
Be a part of something great. Join the First Federal Bank family. A history of strength and a vision for the future. First Federal Bank is focused on vibrant communities, successful schools, growing businesses, and financial stability. We're honored and grateful to be voted again by the community as the 2018 Beaufort Gazette Reader's Choice Award for Best Bank, and we look forward to continuing to be Beaufort and Port Royal's full-service community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And Hilton Head is at 11-13, but of all these teams, they have the best record in the region at 3-1. Beaufort with the basketball, 1:15 to play. And they're driving inside. Warren going to kick it over to Smalls. Smalls will kick it to Warren. Warren has a lot of room to do whatever she wants with the basketball. She's just standing and trying to reset the offense. She gives it over to Watkins. Watkins now will try to slow things down and reset. Nice defense by Feltner. Feltner then with a bump on Smalls with 48.2 seconds remaining. And that foul was called on Smalls, an offensive foul. And so 48.2 left in the half, and it's Hilton Head basketball. Hilton Head will push it around the perimeter. Tipped, and it's going to be Warren with the basketball, taking it all the way. She'll put it up. That's going to be wide. Get her rebound, put it up left side, no. And the rebound this time will go back to the white and Carolina blue of the Seahawks. Nice drive, couldn't finish. Rebound, and Beaufort with it now. 19 seconds left in the quarter. Warren loses the basketball, kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins over at the three-point line. She's going to kick it back out and slow things down a little bit. Here's Warren near the top of the key. 3 seconds left. Watkins heaves. Almost got it to go. Hilton Head will pick it up and fire it down the floor. It is 19-12 at the end of the first half. The Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime report is next on WHHI Sports.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit HHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
Welcome into the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime report. Marcus Walsh back here at the Nest, home of the Hilton Head Seahawks. It is a 19-12 Beaufort lead at the half. Layla Warren with 6 points. She leads the Beaufort Eagles in scoring. The Seahawks have only committed 5 fouls right now compared to the 10 on the other side for Beaufort. That's going to be a big key for the Eagles. Despite their 7-point lead, they have been a little bit erratic inside committing fouls. They're going to have to cut those down. Hilton Head's just going to have to get some shots to fall. It's been a really tough battle inside. Both teams have been playing pretty well. It's been a fast one, too. We'll see if they decide to slow things down or keep the pace up. Look for great second-half action by both these teams. It's going to be a competitive one throughout. The second half is coming up next here on WHHI Sports. This has been the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet Halftime Report. We'll be back with the second half next.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
We get ready to start the second half here at the Nest, home of the Hilton Head Seahawks. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, Jeremy Pope with you here on WHHI Sports. It is the girls' game of the week here at the WHHI Sports Basketball Series of 2019. Beaufort with a 19-12 lead as we're underway here in quarter number 3, and they've got the basketball. Near the top of the key, working to the right side is Warren. She kicks it over to Darian Watkins. Here now is Essence Champion. Back to Warren. She's got some space to work with it if she wants to drive. She's going to hang on to it. Kick it over to the left side. Here is Watkins. And now, check that. This is Watkins. It was Champion. Watkins and now Warren back with the basketball. Kicks it over. Watkins for 3. Got it! Nothing but the bottom of the net. As it's a Georgia Southern three-point play courtesy of number 5, Darian Watkins. And the lead now is 10, 22-12. Here goes Hilton Head on a drive, trying to put it up with a right hand. Won't go from the left side. Rebound, put back, yes, for number 15, Kristen Fielding. Our officials for this 4A Region 7 girls basketball game, as number 4, Layla Warren, went on a drive, didn't get it to go. And the rebound and long pass, it'll hit the baseline. Hilton Head will lose possession, I do believe. They're on that far side. 6:38 remaining in the third quarter. Our officials, Sheldon Bolds, Benny Snipe, and Joshua Fisher. Sheldon Bolds, Benny Snipe, and Joshua Fisher are 3 officials for this Region 7 4A matchup between these two rivals. 22-14, 6:20 remaining in the third. Pass near the baseline, far side of the floor, and it's going back the other way as Hilton Head will have it, and they will inbound. Hilton Head inbounds as it is number 15, Miley Ray, with the inbound. Whistle down low. I take that back. It was Kristen Fielding that inbounded the pass. Miley Ray for 3, a Georgia Southern three-point play. And it's 6:08 remaining in the matchup, third quarter. Nice pass inside, getting it to fall will be number 21, Lillian Sumner. 24-17, it's a touchdown lead for Beaufort as it's starting to get loud in here again. There's a jumper from the outside, in and out, hit the rim, didn't go down. Back with it are the Seahawks on a drive, putting it up and not getting it to fall. Maybe a third time will be a charm here. Loose ball, scrum on the floor. 50-50 balls, a big key for Reggie Jones. And this time, it is gonna go to his Beaufort Eagles. So the 50-50 battle worked in the favor of the green and white. The Eagles with it near the top of the key at the blue circle. Taking their time, 5:20 remaining in the third. It is Warren kicking it over. Basketball is near the top of the key. It's Warren again. She kicks it to the outside as Champion inside to Warren. She will go down face first, but she's going to hop right back up. 5:06 remaining in the third. And the foul is on Kristen Fielding, her first of the half, and the Seahawks' second foul of the second half. Hilton Head steals the inbound, and it's going back the other way. Check that, it'll stay with the Seahawks. As the inbound pass comes in from Hilton Head, Miley Ray will inbound and kick it over to Feltner. Here's Ray on a drive. She's going to try to put it up, and there was contact there, down low inside the paint and deep. Darian Watkins with the foul. Her first for the Beaufort Eagles. Miley Ray shooting 2 at the free throw line. First one. Nothing but the strings for Miley Ray. That was a big key, you know, some of the execution they had at the free throw line and beyond, able to give Hilton Head an advantage, keeping it close. Right now they trail 24-19. Second one missed. 4:55 remaining in the third. Across the floor will go Watkins. Check that, Warren. I'm getting Warren and Watkins mixed up. Here's Watkins. She's going to take a three. She's been big there. That's on the outside of the rim. Left side rebound by Sumner. Lillian Sumner with a rebound, and the ball touches baseline in the arms of number 14, Brittany Linton. And the foul on Kristen Fielding, her second, team second. One foul for Beaufort so far here in this third quarter. Beaufort with the basketball. The kick out and a beautiful drive by Champion. She won't get it to go. The rebound was corralled momentarily by Linton. It's stolen by number 14, Miley Ray. Hilton Head on a drive as Fielding's trying to go up, and it looked to be there was some contact by Essence Champion, quite possibly down low, as Hilton Head will have the basketball and inbound. 24-19, 4:20 remaining in the third. Hilton Head with the basketball, that 5-point deficit. Here's Trinity Feltner, kicks it over, and nice rotation of the basketball from left to right. That shot is off the mark. Fielding's going to put it up. That's short. And now the rebound goes to Beaufort on a drive. It is number 5, Darian Watkins. She's going to kick it to Essence Champion. Champion trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. She's going to give it over around the back to Layla Warren. When I read Layla Warren's name, I just think of the Eric Clapton song. Great one, titled Layla. Warren kicks it over to number 3, Essence Champion. Back near the top, it is Watkins. Nice pass inside. Warren, that's going to go off to the left. Try to put it back up, and Brittany Linton got it to go, but will it count? It will. 26-19, and Linton has one more coming from the free throw line and a chance at a Georgia Southern 3-point play. Third foul recorded in this quarter by Hilton Head. Linton connects on the 3-point play, courtesy of Georgia Southern. 27-19, 3:27 remaining in the quarter. Pass here on the near side near the paint, and hitting the deck was a Beaufort Eagle. It was number 4, Layla Warren. And the foul was on Warren that time. Her third in the ball game, only the second in the half for Beaufort, so they've cleaned that up, and thus they continue with a lead at 27-19. Here is number 21, Caroline Brammer, on a drive and a whistle on the far end here. It's going back to Beaufort. 3:16 remaining here in the third quarter. It's Warren. Layla Warren Passing it over to Watkins. Watkins over to Champion. Champion back to Warren. Warren standing at the top of the key, invading the blue circle there at midcourt. And there's a drive. Warren all by herself, won't get it to go, but it looked like she was bumped inside with 2:50 to go in the quarter of a 27-19 ball game. Foul on Miley Ray, her second foul. Fourth for the Seahawks, and shooting 2 is Layla Warren. First one hits the front iron, bounces down to the hardwood. And it'll be corralled by one of our 3 officials. Second one is way short. And 2:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Again, our 3 officials are Sheldon Bolds, Benny Snipe, and Joshua Fisher. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the third. Beaufort with the lead, 27-19. Hilton Head continuing to play tough, though. There's a long pass to number 15. That is Kristen Fielding. Basketball now in the hands of number 1, Trinity Feltner. Feltner kicks it over. There's a 3. Got it! Nothing but the bottom of the net for Miley Ray. That's a 3 and a Georgia Southern three-point play courtesy of Miley Ray here at the Nest. The lead is now just 5 for Beaufort as they've got the basketball. 27-22, 2:15 to go, and they're working the perimeter game. Here's Smalls kicking it over to number 4, Layla Warren. Nice pick and roll there by number 15 for Beaufort. It's Watkins kicking it over. That jumper from Smalls came up well short. Loose ball, and it's going to be Hilton Head basketball, I do believe. No, I take that back. It's going to the green and white of Beaufort. It'll be Watkins to inbound. Her pass to the outside. Smalls jumper, well short. Rebound to number 14, Miley Ray. And Ray's going to kick it over to Trinity Feltner. Pass inside, too strong for Kristen Fielding. That pass had a little bit too much spicy brown mustard on it. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. To reset, 2 fouls so far here in the second half for the guests from Beaufort. 4 fouls here in the second half for the home team in the white and Carolina blue, the Hilton Head Seahawks. Here's Smalls working on the outside. Nice defense there momentarily by Miley Ray. Now Feltner is working on number 5, Darian Watkins. Smalls inside to Layla Warren. Here's a finish for 2 from Layla Warren. And it's 29-22 with about 70 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here now, nice pass inside from number 14, Miley Ray. Loose ball now as Ray and Feltner were working on it. And getting back up off the floor is Mackenzie Ryan. Coming into the ball game is number 22, China Fields. And Essence Champion will come back in for Beaufort. So Fields and Champion in for their respective teams, the Seahawks and the Eagles, respectively. Here's Feltner on a drive. She's going to try to put it up off glass. That goes. That is smooth as butter. As it's 29-24 with 52 seconds remaining. This has been a dandy here at the Nest, home of the Hilton Head Seahawks. They trail, and they've trailed the majority of the way, as here is Warren. Warren on a drive, gives it up to number 15. And there was a bump down deep there. It's going back to the Hilton Head Seahawks. Here's Feltner. Kicking it over to number 10, Mackenzie Ryan. Ryan still with it. Ryan on a drive, kicks it back to Feltner. Feltner trying to drive, put it up. Oh, that's smooth. as Feltner got it to go, and it's now a 29-26 ball game, 13 seconds to play here in the third quarter. And Beaufort looking to extend their lead. As it's Layla Warren kicking it over. Smalls jumper short. That's the end of the third. 29-26 after 3. It's been a good one. We'll come back for fourth quarter action next on WHHI Sports. Come on back.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
We should have a great fourth quarter in store here at the Nest. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, Jeremy Pope with you here at the Nest at Hilton Head High School. On WHHI Sports, it is the girls' game of the week in the 2019 WHHI Basketball Series. 29-26, Beaufort with a lead over Hilton Head. On a drive was Layla Warren. She got some contact as number 14 for Hilton Head hit the deck and hit the deck hard. That's Miley Ray. And the foul was on Ray. Her third and the fifth so far in the second half for Hilton Head. Inbounding it is Beaufort, stolen away by the Seahawks. Seahawks basketball on the steal on the inbound. Here's Trinity Feltner. She's on a drive. Trinity puts it up. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound will go to Beaufort. Loose ball corralled back by the Eagles in green. They're going to take it across the floor as Essence Champion loses control. And coming near our set is number 10, Mackenzie Ryan, to corral the ball. So Mackenzie Ryan with a good save before the ball hit our set here. So thanks for that, Mackenzie. Appreciate it. 7:12 remaining in the ball game. 29-26. Interesting note that I took a look at halftime on is we've got a whistle down low with 7:04 remaining. There are 3 players for Hilton Head that are from non-Lowcountry areas. Prasna is from Prague. Let's see the other ones. Morgan Wright is from Mount Orab, Ohio. I'm an Ohio native, and I've never heard of Mount Orab. And Anna Geneva is from Moncton, Vermont. Moinkton, Moncton, Vermont. How about that? You learn something new every day here on the WHHI girls basketball games as part of the WHHI girls and guys basketball series. 6 minutes, 45 seconds remain in the ball game. Still 29-26. On a drive are the Eagles, and we've got a whistle down low, some contact to reset. 2 fouls here in the second half for the guests from Beaufort. 6 in the second half for the home team. And now the 7th foul as it's committed by Mackenzie Ryan. And at the free throw line is Layla Warren. And the rebound down low corralled by number 14, I believe. Check that, number 21 for Hilton Head. That's Caroline Brammer. Caroline Brammer, I see that brace on her leg, but she's playing quite well underneath. Doing a nice job. Beaufort basketball. They're going to try to work the perimeter game. They've done a nice job at that. That's a 3. And wave it off, says one of our officials. No basket. Basket does not count. And Hilton Head will have the basketball with 6:33 to go. 3-point game at 29-26. Here's Trinity Feltner. She kicks it over, and it's nearly stolen. It is stolen. Oh, my goodness! It was stolen away by number 3, Essence Champion, and then number 10 for the Seahawks, Mackenzie Ryan, with a great play to tip the basketball up and get that to go out of bounds, unfortunately, back to Beaufort. Now it's going back to Hilton Head. But what a play by Mackenzie Ryan to tip that basketball up, use a little bit of athleticism. As you see, Coach Jones not too happy with Layla Warren committing the foul, her 4th. And 3rd in the half for Beaufort. Got to give these folks here at Hilton Head High School, both Hilton Head and Beaufort, credit. They've been on their feet. This place has been rocking from tip as Layla Warren got the steal and hit the deck hard. Foul on China Fields, not to be confused with China Sneed, who also plays in the area. 2 great Chinas on 2 great teams in this area. As going to the line on the China Fields foul is Layla Warren, I do believe. Gotta be. It is. Didn't get it. And it's going to go back to Hilton Head. They still only trail by 3. And trying to tip it back in was Trinity Feltner as her momentum took her out of bounds. 6:10 remaining in the 4th quarter. Sequoia Smalls back in the ball game. Nice pass inside at Sumner. And some movement. A little bit of traveling on 278, if you will. As we're here at Hilton Head, that pass will go out of bounds. And it will stay with Hilton Head. To inbound is Kristen Fielding. Fielding trying to find somebody open. She finds Trinity Feltner. Feltner on a drive. She goes across the floor from right to left on your television screen. She goes past Smalls. She's going to put it up. Too strong. Fielding corrals the rebound. Puts it up. Didn't get it to go as it went off glass to the left. And the rebound to Smalls. Smalls kicks it over to Essence Champion. Champion kicks it outside. 3-point territory to number 5, Darian Watkins. Watkins over to Smalls. Watkins working on number 1, Trinity Feltner. Smalls has some room to work as China Fields is working on her. Fields giving Fields actually working on number 3, Essence Champion, giving her a little bit of room. Now it's stolen away. Loose ball and getting corralled and tumbled on was number 1, Trinity Feltner, and you hope she's okay. She took a shot. She's going to get up slow as she took a pounding there, but she's walking gingerly, but she is up and staying in. Maybe just needed a second to compose herself after getting hit. But she's working the offense here with 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the ball game. Just a 29-26 game, and we have not seen any points scored in this quarter. It was 29-26 at the end of the 3rd for Beaufort. 9-5 after 1, Beaufort led. 19-12, they led at the end of the first half, and they continue to lead at their 3rd quarter lead at the end of that quarter. 29-26. First points of the second quarter of the second half. That'd be the 4th quarter. Mackenzie Ryan got it to go. 29-28, just a 1-point game. First points of the 4th. Here now, number 5, Darian Watkins kicks it over to Smalls. Smalls going to put it up. That's too strong. A little bit wide inside, and getting fouled is Brittany Linton. 4:22 remaining. Caroline Brammer with her third foul. 9th for the Hilton Head Seahawks here in this second half. It's been kind of a microcosm, antithesis of foul play here in the second half as compared to the first. 9-5 is the lead in fouls. Hilton Head over Beaufort, and Beaufort led 10-5 at the end of the first half. As we've got another substitution set in the ball game. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left, fourth quarter. It's been tight all game, 29-28. Smalls will get the rebound off the missed free throw. Kick it over to Linton. Linton kicks it over to Layla Warren. And working on Warren is number 10 for Hilton Head. There's a whistle on a drive. Mackenzie Ryan was working on Warren. 4:06 remaining in the quarter. Again, just a 1-point ball game. Here's Feltner kicking it over on the outside and now moving in is Miley Ray. Got it to go. And Hilton Head has the lead, 30-29 with 3:53 remaining in the fourth. Beaufort with the basketball, trailing by one. One of the only times they've trailed, maybe the first time they've trailed all game. On a drive was Warren, didn't get that to go as it went off glass. It's gonna go out of bounds. It looked to me like it was not touched, so it should be Hilton Head basketball. It'll go to Beaufort. I stand corrected. Beaufort with it. Warren kicks it over to Smalls. Smalls near the top of the key, up high to Watkins. Watkins over to Warren. Warren standing at the top, pumps as if she was gonna pass. Now she's gonna drive. That's way too wide on the shot. Rebound by Sumner. There's a foul down low as Kristen Fielding was there trying to grab the basketball, playing tough defense. The foul will be against Beaufort, and it's gonna go back to Hilton Head. As here's Ryan kicking it over to number 14, Miley Ray. Ray, Feltner. Feltner got it. Was that a three? Yes. No. Two. Long two for Trinity Feltner. 3-point lead, 32-29. It was awfully close, but Feltner did have a slight edge of her foot on the line. So a long two makes it a 3-point game. 2:38 remaining in the fourth. We've got a dandy here at the Nest. Marcus Walsh, Jeremy Pope, Gustavo Rattio with you. Top of the key goes Warren. Look for Warren or Watkins to maybe try a three here and tie this baby up. Watkins tried to find Smalls on the outside. Pass was erratic. 2:25 remaining in the ball game. Two minutes, 25 seconds remaining. On a drive is number 1 for Hilton Head, Trinity Feltner. Trinity gets it back off a pass from Julie Kubek. And Feltner, last one to touch the basketball. And Darian Watkins with the foul. Nice pass into Feltner. Feltner loses the basketball, indeed she did, and she's stumbling to get back up. Watkins kicks it over, 3-ball, left side, too strong. Rebound, still loose, picked up by, still on the floor. Looked like Hilton Head may have touched it last as Ryan was there in on the basketball. As were a couple of Eagles there, 1 minute, 55 seconds remaining. And Essence champion back in for the Eagles. Timeout, 1:55 remaining. Seahawks use a timeout, 32-29. Under 2 minutes remaining in a thriller here at the Nest. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, Jeremy Pope here on WHHI Sports.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
The home team, Seahawks, with a lead by 3, 32-29. Fielding kicks it over to Ryan. Ryan thinking about a shot, gonna put it up. That's a little too strong. It's gonna hit the paint on the baseline. And it is going to be Hilton Head basketball. 1 minute, 46 seconds remain. The inbound, and we've got a scrum. Beaufort's gonna hang on to it. It's Champion. Champion on a drive. She's gonna kick it over to near the top of the key. Good ball rotation and movement. Here is Layla Warren, Essence Champion, with Miley Ray working on her. And it's Watkins now with it. And sticking to Watkins like glue is Feltner. There was a bump and a timeout. 1 minute, 20 seconds remain. Beaufort uses a timeout. 1:20 to go here in the fourth.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
When you're looking for physical therapy, choose the best. Elite Physical Therapy. Beaufort with the basketball, down by 3. Pass goes inside. Linton had it, lost it momentarily as we had a whistle. And Brittany Linton will go to the free throw line.
Foul number 14.
Foul on number 14, Miley Ray.
Correction, foul number 21, Caroline.
Check that. Caroline Brammer, number 21, with her 4th foul. And Brittany Linton is at the free throw line. 1 minute, 14 seconds to go. Linton sets and delivers. Not gonna go. $29 points for Beaufort. They've been stuck on that number for a while. They added it at the end of the third quarter. It was 29-26. And the 6 points so far in this fourth quarter belong to Hilton Head with a lead at 32-29. Kashmir Washington into the game for Beaufort. Second one goes. Beaufort has their first point of the fourth quarter. They're only down 2. We're coming up on a minute. Long pass inside, and now working it back out. It's Feltner. Feltner nearly stepped out of bounds. She's going to work it near the top of the key. Kick it over as Watkins, check that, Warren working on her. And Sean Rochester not happy with the call here. 54.5 seconds to play. 32-30, Hilton Head with a lead over Beaufort. Lillian Sumner returns for the Eagles. 10 fouls for Hilton Head, 6 for Beaufort in the second half. It was 10-5. Beaufort had the foul edge, that being they had more fouls in the first half. 52 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. The money quarter, as Brent Musburger likes to say. Warren kicks it over. Champion with a good pick. Back to Warren. Watkins had a touch of the basketball as well. Good defense by Ryan. Here's Watkins back to Warren. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Pass goes inside, too strong as Brittany Linton tried to corral it. She could not do it. And it's going to be back to Hilton Head. 25.8 to go. And a foul as Trinity Feltner got grabbed by the wrist. 24.3 to play. Darian Watkins with the foul. Her third and the 7th for Beaufort. And Trinity Feltner is at the free throw line. Feltner has been aggressive so far in this one. She's played well. Dribbles a few times, puts it up, got it. Nothing but nylon for Trinity Feltner. 24.3 to go and a 3-point lead for Beaufort. For Hilton Head, beg your pardon. Hilton Head, 3-point lead, looking for 4. Feltner delivers. Got it. Smooth as silk. Timeout with 24.3 to go. Hilton Head calls the timeout. 24.3 seconds to play here in regulation. Want to thank Gustavo Ratia, Jeremy Pope, Wayne Morris, Latia Nelson, as I mentioned earlier, Debbie Douglas, Jessica Surrett, Jessica Kirk. Want to give a shout out to Keenan Walsh. Haven't seen Keenan in a while. Hope you're doing well, buddy. As there was a whistle on a pass backwards. And it's going back the other way. 19.4 seconds to go. Certainly want to give a shout out to our news teams. Bob Stevens anchors the Hilton Head News. Daniela Squiccaro with the Beaufort News. And Betsy McDaniel with the Bluffton News. Want to say hi to all three of those anchors. Thank them for what they do to make WHHI the station that it is. 14.9 seconds to go. Foul on number 5. Darian Watkins. And the 8th for Beaufort. And Trinity Feltner with a 1-and-1. Feltner at the free throw line. Will dribble. Fire. And that went rattling around the iron, didn't go down. 12 seconds left. Beaufort's going to have 2 tough possessions. Ball is going to the outside for a 3. That's off the mark. 2 seconds left. Loose picked up by Hilton Head. That'll do it. No fouls at the end. Huge fourth quarter. Hilton Head wins at 34-30 in this battle between these two 4A Region 7 teams. The final again, 34-30 for Jeremy Pope, Gustavo Ratia. The rest of our great WHHI staff, I'm Marcus Walsh. So long, everybody.